Welcome back, kiddies. We are neck deep in this season of Tales from the Grid. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the modern couch co-op classic, Left 4 Dead. And we're also going to continue our countdown of Season 1 of Tales from the Crypt. What are we drinking today?
Today we're drinking Dark of the Moon by Elysian Brewing Company. It's a pumpkin stout.
Oh, you know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and fasten your seatbelts, boils and ghouls, for this episode of Tales from the Grid. Alright, here we go. We are continuing our treads through this Tales from the Grid series, the spooktacular month of October, as we prepare for Halloween. We're focusing on games that get us in the mood for the season, and Tales from the Crypt. The game we are talking about today is a somewhat modern couch co-op classic by Valve, Left 4 Dead.
Wow, this game is such an iconic couch co-op game. This game is so sweet, and it's such a perfect October game because it's about zombies. You just kill zombies, and you work together. You gotta find resources, you gotta heal each other, and raise hell all over zombies.
Yeah, it's a great game, and Valve is a game developer that I just freaking love. And I don't know that they ever made more than 2 games in a series, which is kind of odd.
Which sucks, because all the series that Valve does, they're so incredible. You know, Portal, Half-Life, and they've only done 2 of them, and it's like, come on, Valve, bring us another Portal, bring us another Left 4 Dead. I know this is a modern game-ish, but come on, it's almost 2020. How awesome would it be next October to play Left 4 Dead 3?
Yeah, so this game used to be just a hammer for online gameplay. Obviously, now that we are in the modern generation of consoles, and not a lot of people are on their PS3s or Xbox 360s anymore, so the online piece is a little bit dead, right? But couch co-op is still thriving and well, and it does make you wonder, where is Valve in the modern scene?
Yeah, right? I haven't seen them in a while, which sucks.
Yeah, it's weird. With Portal, Half-Life, and this, I mean, there's so many avenues they could go down, and just such a great developer. This game walks that fine line, I don't really know how to explain it, of like easy to pick up and play, but there's also a lot of depth to the game.
And the controls, they are tight, but they're kind of confusing, because like a normal like first-person shooter, your melee would be like L3, but your melee's L2. Like the buttons aren't traditional, but I kind of like it. It's unique.
Yeah, I think this game is fantastic, and I think it's a great game in a group of people, although this one in particular, you can only play 2 people on a specific console, but I still think it's a great rotational game where you can set some people down, pour some drinks, and go through this game and have a great time just passing the baton. If you die, hey, pass the controller.
It is fun, but it's really hard. And now, let's move on to our countdown of Tales from the Crypt.
It's me, the Crypt Keeper, with another flesh-creeping scream story for your shivering pleasure.
Our 3rd favorite episode in Season 1 is
Lover Come Hack to me. This episode is really good. It's scary, it's creepy, there's piss poor acting, but something about it has so much charm, and that's why it lands number 3 on our countdown.
This episode has so many twists and turns. So the basic synopsis of this episode is these 2 people get married and they're going on their honeymoon, and at first they seem pretty happy, and then it starts storming. There's a tree that comes down and blocks the road, and they don't know what to do because they've been on the road for a while. So they find an abandoned house to spend their honeymoon in.
I'm scared.
You're always scared, Peggy.
Fate is the driver of this episode. Her destiny, her legacy, her family's legacy leads to her destiny, and Charles is in trouble.
But there's so many twists in this episode, we don't want to give it away. But initially, Charles doesn't want to be in the marriage. He only marries her for her money because she has a ton of money.
Yep.
And he's just looking forward to christening the night and then blaming the murder on a burglar so he can get all the money.
Yep.
And does that happen? There is a murder. I'm not going to tell you who or
but maybe
what.
not the way he planned.
But this episode is really gory, really bloody.
Yeah.
It's so cheesy, but it's also kind of scary.
It is, and Peggy, holy cow. This is really bad to say, but she is the, like, she exemplifies why inbreeding is a bad thing.
Oh, she does.
There's like an accent / speech impediment.
And I want what my mother had. A perfect honeymoon. A perfect love. That I can make sure that time does not spoil.
It's annoying, but funny at the same time. This episode is over the top. It's scary, it's gory. If you're into B-grade horror films, boom. Love her, come hack to me.
Why did she marry me? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is the marriage certificate is real. She is mine. And every goddamn penny she's got in the world is mine too.
You guys got to check this one out. It falls into number 3 of our favorite episodes from season 1 of Tales from the Crypt.
Now let's talk about this beer.
We are on a heater, folks. Since we got this Elysian sampler pack, we've been on fire. What do you think?
This is the pumpkin stout, and this is a very good generic stout. There is a pumpkin flavor like in the back end, and I wish there was more pumpkin flavor. I'm always wishing for more things. But I should probably stop because Tails has taught me before. Quit wishing. But it's a really good stout. It is so good, and it's an easy drinker, but it has a good flavor. And
yeah, I get where you're coming from on the pumpkin component for sure, but I am getting a lot of like spice on the finish. Like there's a cinnamon, maybe even a little nutmeg that rolls over that back end of the tongue on the finish. But the pumpkin, it's odd. At least the way the textures and the flavors come through. It does seem like it's playing third or fourth fiddle in this beer.
And I don't know why they did that, or if they did that on purpose. I do wish there was more pumpkin though, because it is the season of the pumpkin. Hashtag pumpkin spice.
It does say pumpkin stout with chocolate and cinnamon. It's odd, but I'm getting the chocolate and cinnamon all the way through, and the pumpkin just like, hey,
don't forget about me.
Don't forget me. I'm a little baby pumpkin. But it's there. But this beer's really good. I like this beer. I like what you said. I think you captured it well. A very good stout.
Yeah.
So anyways, Elysian is on fire right now. If you see the pumpkin sampler pack right now, I think we're 3 for 3.
Yeah.
We got one more beer from this sampler pack left to feature on the channel, but they are on fire with this sampler pack, and it's been really hard for us to find fall pumpkin beers in our area that really live up to the standard, the Got G standard, and they're doing a great job.
They really are.
All right, Left 4 Dead. If you can grab a copy of this game is bottom shelf price right now. We've talked many times on the channel, the 360, PS3, and the Wii. That's where it's at right now. If you're a game collector looking to get into collecting, you gotta hit those consoles up. It's low-hanging fruit, and a game like this, a co-op game like this that you can nab for literally like $5.
You just cannot.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong. These are at garage sales everywhere, folks. Valve did it right. We miss you, Valve. Please come hack to us.
Lover, come hack to me.
Yes, and check out Tales from the Crypt. We always appreciate you tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking, and we'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid. Like a cinnamon, maybe even a little nutmeg. All right, here we go. We're continuing the treads through the month that is October, the spooktacular month. All right, here we go. We are continuing our treads through the We're also playing games that remind us of the season and get us in the mood, make us feel all warm and tingly inside. I had to rub my nipples.
Because you were tingly.
And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and let's talk about... Damn it.
Oh, it was so good up to that point.
Damn it.
So good. It was juicy.
Okay.